Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dragon Channel. My name is Ariel. This is a Dragon Tale Tarot, and today we are so excited to celebrate the beginning of Mercury coming out of retrograde. It has gone direct early this morning at about 4:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some time zones it may not have gone direct yet, but it probably is. It's going direct across the board. So Mercury is direct in the sign of Cancer. So a lot of those, mystical, nostalgic, sentimental, emotional feelings are starting to resolve themselves. I'm just going to do some quick readings for each sign. I'm going to start with Aries, and we're just going to go on down through Pisces today. And we're just going to ask a few quick questions to Spirit, to the universe, to see what Mercury was taking away during its time in retrograde, and also what it is bringing back to you. So, guys, I'm just, going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to shuffle, I'm going to burn some sage, and we're going to see. Hey, Jacqueline, good to see you. Hey, Tiffany. Aw, great to see you guys. So, yeah, we're just going to give a few minutes. I'm going to burn some sage. We're going to play some tuning forks. I've got my spray sage. Hello there. Alana? Is that how you say? Alana. That's a beautiful name. So I'm spraying some sage on myself. Spraying it on Mr. Dragon. Oh my goodness. So excited. So guys, this has been a long feeling a retrograde, hasn't it? It has been intense. It has been emotional. Lots of things coming up to the surface. And just keep in mind, everyone, that as this Mercury goes direct, it is, going to take just a little moment for it to start to really take effect. Because what a lot of astrologers don't talk about is what's called a shadow point of a planet. So when you have a shadow point, what that means, well, Mr. Dragon, you know what? I think he's kind of a rutabaga, but because my dragon name is Sassafras. That's something I have actually not said on my channel before, but Sassafras is my dragon name because I have a very dear friend, and we were hanging out one day, and I was doing this little dragon sound. I was kind of like, sa 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 sa. I was making this little dragon dance sound, and she's like, when you do your dragon sound, it sounds like you're saying sassafras. And I said, yep, that's going to be my dragon name. So that's my dragon name. So, like I was getting back to Mercury, keep in mind that what happens when a planet goes retrograde. Say, let's look at our little pocket planner. This is going to be just a quick little astrology lesson here. So when Mercury went retrograde, it was at 14 degrees of Cancer on June the 18th. All right. So it goes into retrograde motion, which of course, guys, does not mean that the planet is actually going retrograde. It doesn't really do that. It doesn't actually go backwards, but what it is the lag of the Earth, because things don't move all at the same speed. So many times, all of our planets, except for the sun, which is actually a star, goes into retrograde motions. Even the moon goes into what we call the void of course moon phases. And that is almost like the moon's retrogrades, because we always have that lag. So when that retrograde started, it was at 14 degrees of Mercury. So as it went retrograde, back, it goes all the way to 5 degrees. So it's going backwards from 14 to 5 in the sign of Cancer. So today it went direct. And so that means to get back to its shadow point, Mercury needs to get back to 14 degrees of Cancer where it was when it went retrograde. So the day that Mercury officially gets out of its shadow point is going to be July 27th. Yes, Amber, you are awesome. She knows. That's a great. That's a one. How many times people will say, well, things still feel a little funky because, and it isn't Mercury direct now. And it's like, well, it is, but it takes a minute for it to really get back to where it's its happy place. So July 27th is these official Jacqueline. She's got everybody taking notes. I love this. So I'm going to be burning some sage. Oh, yes. Going to start some fires up in here. Got to do it. Woo! We're going to burn some dragon fire. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sage for you, sage for me. Sage for everybody out there that wants it, needs it. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. And that's, but this is still a very celebratory day because we are back in business. Venus went direct on June 25th. So, yeah, we're back in with Mercury and Venus, and I would say that Mercury and Venus, those are two of our most interpersonal planets because Venus is our relationships and our social work and how we interact socially, and Mercury is our communication. So those are very, very personal to us. So let's go ahead. I'm excited. We've got some of our main awesome group here to get us going. So let's start with, yes, it is a planet party. Hello, Bee Butterfly. Good to see you. Oh, I love it when folks come along. It's wonderful to see you guys. I just appreciate your energy so much. This thing that happened with my mom, oh my God, that was 2 weeks ago, and it was on the 28th. Right as Mars had gone into Aries, of course. Oh, a tree fell on her. Like literally, we had these big storms, and she was outside. She had just come home. I was asleep. And so, we lived together, me and my mom, and we're both Capricorn dragons. Oh my gosh. And so what actually happened, she was just hanging out in the yard for a second when she got out of the car. And we had like, it wasn't raining. It wasn't like actively storming, but we had storms. And so she said all of a sudden she feels this huge gust of wind just coming down. And she said the sound it made was just unbelievable. And then she looks over and she sees this, it was a big tree. And she says it's like it was almost turning around. And she was so like, what in the world am I seeing? So she kind of stopped and was looking at it. And then she was like, oh my God, it's coming down. And so she started running away from it as it's coming down. And it hit her with the top of the branches. And she fell back onto her back. A branch came down, hit her hard on the top of the head. It cut her on the top of the head. And so she said, literally, she said it happened so fast that just a moment before it came down, she said it was like, she was like, okay, I guess this is it. This was my life. This is the way it's ending. Because it's like, damn, a tree's going to kill me. Yeah, like I said, we're both Capricorn dragons. So we're both like, we're super tough. We are tough. And so, but then of course, after that happened, she like woke up, she looked around. Well, she never actually lost consciousness, but she said she opened her eyes and she looked at the sky and she's like, well, she's like, I guess I got to get out from underneath this tree. So she got herself out from underneath the tree because she was like, I know nobody's going to see me if I'm laying here. Nobody will know I'm here. So she fought out from underneath this darn tree and she came inside and she came and woke me up and I was like dead asleep and she's like, Ariel, a tree just fell on me. I was like, what? And so we got to get you to the hospital. So, her being a Capricorn, she had to make a sandwich and get a little something to eat before she went to the hospital, even though she was bleeding from her head. That's my mom. We got to do the practical thing first, get a sandwich. So we got her to the hospital. They gave her 8 stitches at the top of her head. They did x-rays. They did all the scans. And she's doing a lot better, but they said, she's got some hairline fractures like in the vertebra, so she's been very, very sore because they can't really put that in a cast. So she's like, yeah, I know. I can't believe you got a Capricorn with the doctor at all. I know, right? Because she's like, well, let's just drive over there because I want to pay for that her head is harder than a hickory tree. Which it definitely turns out that it was because she is doing good though. Like she's amazing. I'm blown away by my wild Capricorn dragon mother. And at some point I'm going to make her come on the channel. At some point, I'm going to make her sit and talk to y'all. Because I saw all the nice notes that you left under the message that I posted about what happened. And she was just like, oh, that's so awesome. So great. It's sweet that everybody is so kind out there. So, you guys, it really did mean a lot to her. And she is just, yeah, she really is grateful for your energy and your prayers and your love. So, thank you for caring so much, but that is definitely one of the wild, wild things that happened to me and her during this Mercury retrograde. And Mars, of course, is also now in the sign of Aries until my mom's birthday, January 7th, 2021. Can you believe that? Mars is going to be with us for a very long time in the sign of Aries for the rest of this year. It will be doing a retrograde, so that's why it's staying in there so long. And I would say that with, especially as we get deeper into the into the summer and into the end of the year, I just want everybody to be very careful and very safe out there, because Mars in Aries is wonderful in a lot of ways. It's very energetic, it's dynamic. Mars rules Aries, so Mars is very happy when it's in the sign of Aries, right? It acts very dynamically. But because we've got all those squares to Capricorn, because we've still got Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all in Capricorn, it's going to start creating that square. And so especially the Pluto-Mars square, it can be especially destructive. It can be especially intense. So yes, do watch your heads. My mom said she's going to wear a hard hat from now on going outside, because until her head really heals up, she's like, I'm not leaving home without my helmet. But yeah, don't take unnecessary physical risks. Seriously. That's when you have Mars in Aries and it's squaring Pluto and Capricorn, it's not time. It's not time to pull the, hey, y'all watch this move and then go do something really dumb. It's just not the time to do bleaching your hair is not as big of a problem, stuff like that. The time you don't want to do that is during a Mercury retrograde or a Venus retrograde, especially, because that's your looks, right? That's the yeah. But you'll be okay right now with that. Actually, right now, because Venus in Gemini, Mars in Aries, these two are actually getting along quite nice. So I would hope for now, like right now, as Venus and Mars are connecting nicely, that we may have some good relationship, energy existing between us. So yes, exactly, Jacqueline, they're sextile. And sextiles are not the same as a trine. A trine is like somebody literally giving you a gift and you didn't have to do anything for it. It just came to you and it was beautiful and easy. A sextile is more like a window of opportunity. And so when that's existing, it's like the opportunities will be there. It's sort of like somebody throwing you the gift instead, and you have to make a little effort to get it. So it's like those doors will open, but if you don't make the effort to go through them, nothing will really happen. Nothing will really come of it. So that's just something to keep in mind, y'all. That's what we're doing these days. All right, so let's get into this. I'm going to go ahead and play a couple tuning forks to get us kind of energized and set up. I'm going to play the sun and the earth, because these two are very grounding, they're very stabilizing and very clearing. So let's just take a moment to breathe in and out and get ready. Alright, guys, so let's start with Aries. Let's see what the universe is bringing through for them. I'm just going to do a quick overall invocation. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, healers, please be with all of my wonderful folks here that are watching now and the ones that will come and watch later. Please protect their energy, clear them, re-energize us after this Mercury retrograde has come to a close. Please bring through clear, accurate messages for each sign that we read for today. Please bless everyone here. Thank you so much. And please bring through their ancestors and special guardians, anyone that wants to come and help them out. All right, Aries. So let's see what you're coming up with. What's your energy for this Mercury direct? Let's see what you're coming through with, because I know that Cancer season can be a little challenging for our Aries because it does create that square, which is more challenging, more friction. So let's see what good old Mercury's bringing back for you. Ooh, so Aries, your energy right now going forward with Mercury going direct is the Lover's card. So this could be very, very strong for you. Like I said, your ruling planet is in good alignment with Venus right now. So you might be very, very focused on, kind of reconciling something, any kind of miscommunications or mishaps that happened, arguments during the Mercury retrograde may be coming back full circle. So you're smoothing that over, smoothing that down. For my single Aries out there, this could be a new love connection on the horizon because the energy is very, very good right now for you guys. So I'm going to pull just a few tarot cards. We're going to see what comes up around that. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Aries, 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 Mercury direct. Spirit, what do you have for them? Wow, so Aries, you're really definitely bringing through some stuff here. So right at the center, this is what we have, the Strength card. So right now, yet again, there is this feeling of unifying things, of bringing things back into a better alignment. This is like seeking peace. And Aries, we know, we can be a little bit of that roaring lion. Absolutely. Hey, Darren Dragon. Ah! So cool. Yay. Good to see you. Always great to see another dragon here. Haha. So, yes, this is the symbol of spirit calming down that roaring lion, which is all of our inner emotions, our frustrations, our passions, our jealousies, our anger, all those different emotions that we have as human beings. So right there, that is the center of what you are working with. And let's go ahead and clarify that, because that is a very powerful card. It's a major arcana. So that is very much where you are right now with the Mercury going direct. It's like you're saying, things were kind of difficult, communications got crossed, kind of some tasty things might have gotten said. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and this is all about you right now pulling into your intuition. We have the Strength card, and then we have the High Priestess. So Aries, right now you're kind of in a contemplation mode. It's like, give me a minute to just tune back into my spirit, because we have, the High Priestess and then the symbol of spirit from the Strength card, and both of those are very in touch with their intuition. Going into the past, we had the Page of Swords. That's what I said. This could have been, hasty things that were said in the heat of the moment. Maybe a little immature. You could have been dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the mix. They might be a little more immature than you, Aries, and they might have really gotten things going, and it Aries, you won't back down. So you're just like, no, I'm not going to put up with that. So the thing that I would say, with the Page of Swords, as well, this could be, oh man, if they were text messaging somebody else, or you got the wrong message, ooh, that could be some icky stuff. So definitely you're coming back down off of that, because that Page of Swords, that's what got tossed up around this Mercury. Could have been some miscommunications with friends as well. Look at that, Three of Cups. So not only were there situations maybe with, a single, like a partner, like a love connection, but you also had some situations with friends. This is very gossipy feeling to me, because it's kind of like that Page of Swords can be a bit of a gossip, a little bit of a spy, kind of, a little bit of an instigator. But when you bring in the Three of Cups, even if it's well-meaning, there could have been a whole bunch of drama getting stirred up. But look at what we have going into the future. This is really nice. Look at that. So you had that Lovers card coming up. You've got the Two of Cups going into the future, which to me, you know, bringing that little caduceus between them into the mix. This is a healing energy, right? So if this is something that was already ongoing, if this related to a relationship that you've already been in, you are definitely coming back together and healing it. If this is not about a relationship for you, I would say that this is something new on the horizon, and you're kind of getting through some old, you know, some old mental baggage, some old intellectual junk that just kind of got tossed up or confused. So wow, very, very interesting energy here. Yep, and we got air energy again. Knight of Swords coming up on top of that. Two of Cups. This could be somebody coming in fast and furious, nervous, a little anxious. Could be somebody owes you an apology, Aries. Oh my goodness. Could be that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type person, even if they're not an air sign. So watch out for that. They might know they owe you a whole bunch of apologies, don't they just? All right, underneath we have Page of Cups. Look at that. So we got another page, and this is absolutely, woo! This is absolutely about those apologies. Somebody knows they were in the wrong there. Five of Pentacles, yeah. So there's definitely a feeling of being cut off, out in the cold. Somebody's in the doghouse. Somebody's in the doghouse with this. So let's get you. I'm gonna do two oracle cards for you. First, I'm gonna do a guardian card. We're going to do this because I feel this very strong messenger energy. There's been a hawk outside all day long, a red-tailed hawk just calling and making a big racket. And so I've been feeling that hawk all day long. So I've been feeling this real messenger kind of energy here. Yes, Gaia comes up for you, Aries. This is about an earth connection, staying grounded, staying balanced, being mindful of the planet. Come back to earth, stay grounded, Aries, because all of this Mercury retrograde stuff, it can shake you up so much that it's now time to calm the energy back down. And so get out in nature, get out, you know, touch the earth, sit on the ground, whatever it takes. I'll take my shoes off and go, you know, get in the earth, get on the ground, because it just helps me to get grounded and stable again. I'm going to pull a card from the Animal Spirit Oracle as well, because I really feel our animal spirits reaching out very, very strongly right now. And, you know, they are our messengers. Yes, ethereal, totally, yes. Yeah, because boy, that's some big stuff. That's some big energy there. It's all about relationship right now for the Ram. Ooh, and I like this fox spirit comes up. Because the fox energy can sometimes be a little sneaky. You might have outfoxed that fox. Yes, exactly, ethereal, I know. And so this is thinking on your feet. It's agility. It's really understanding your environment. The fox is very connected to the earth, by the way. So I would say that between that one and Gaia, we have a very strong message of staying grounded, balanced, and stable as we go through this coming back around direct. All right, so let's get into the next sign. I'm going to tap the cards with some selenite, crystals, spray a little more sage. As we go into the sign of Taurus. So, hello Taurus, how are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. We are going to do some cards for you to get the energy of what Mercury direct is bringing back to you. Arcana, let's see what your energy, what your main theme is. What is coming up to the surface for you? All right, so the moon is coming up for you, Taurus, and that is Pisces energy. It's also lunar energies. Oh, thank you, Ethereal. I'm glad it resonates, and I really hope that things start getting better. Oh, Bull Gang, yes! So the moon is Pisces energy, so check that out, Taurus. I would say that with this coming up, not only would this particular Mercury retrograde have been very confusing, extra confusing feeling. You might have felt like, everything's cloudy, everything's misty. I want clarity, but I just can't get it. That's the feeling that the moon card definitely brings through, because things look different under the light of the moon than they do under the light of the day. And that's how our Mercury retrograde is. It clouds our mind, it clouds our clarity. And I would also say, just this last week, we did have that lunar eclipse in the sign of Capricorn. That is also very, very strong for you. It has a lot of impact for Taurus because you are an earth sign. And I did do readings for each sign for that lunar eclipse, because that's actually the last lunar eclipse that we will have until November 30th. So it ends our eclipse season for now. And so with that particular one, those vibrations are going to reverberate for another 6 months out. So anybody that hasn't watched that, definitely, tune in to anything you find about the lunar eclipse that we just had on July 5th. I was a little bit late getting those up, but I still did them because of this energy is going to be here for a minute. So, So, Jacqueline, I know, I feel that. So let's get into your tarot, Taurus. Let's see what Mercury retrograde was bringing you, and what you kind of went through during it, and what's getting cleared out right now with this direct motion coming through. All right, so look at this. We have in the center, we have the World card. So Taurus, something really got wrapped up under this energy. And you know that the World card, there's that little bull, there's that Taurus down in the corner. It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius energy in the World card. So very, very interesting to see that this, incorporates your energy. But the World card is all about conclusions. It's all about things coming full circle. So right now, that is the energy that you are feeling. It's like something really, came all the way back around during this Mercury retrograde. The fact that it was in Cancer would have highlighted your universal 11th house. So this does have to do with a worldly energy, something to do with the mass consciousness, Taurus. So take that as it resonates on a personal level, because the way that you interact with the world at large, or the mass consciousness, is different for everybody. But something is coming up full circle. Could be a job, could be a relationship, could be where you live. There's a lot of movement to me in the world. There really is. But it really speaks to you having come through a lot of barriers. That's why all those fixed signs are in that card, because it's like you have come through those major epics of the lifetime. And look at that. Yeah, something very strong, Taurus, because 10 of Pentacles. There is a real culmination here that you are sitting in right now. And if you haven't got to that point, or you don't feel like you're there yet, you have really very much identified what it is that you want. And you want stability, solidity. What a surprise. 10 of Pentacles. It brings in your own energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You want to grow in wisdom and maturity and all of that. But to me, there is a feeling of growing up there. There is a feeling of kind of like, I'm stepping up to the next level. Yeah, spiritual ascension. That is very much how that feels. And it's happening on both a spiritual and a practical level, because we have both the World and the 10 of Pentacles, which is nice and grounded. So going into the immediate past, we had the Justice card. So Taurus, something to do with fairness, equality, harmony coming back into your life. That was very much what you were focused on during this Mercury retrograde. You might have been doing some really big review for something in the workplace. You could have felt very out of balance, during the Mercury retrograde, which many of us do. And so you were really seeking to bring things back into a place of harmony there. Ooh, and on top of that, Ace of Cups. My goodness. Taurus, you were going in deep. Deep diving into the spiritual realms. My goodness. That is super, super powered. So going into the immediate future, what is coming out, what's being shaken out of this Mercury direct? Look at that 10 of Swords. So my goodness, this is a difficult, painful cycle coming to an end. A lot of your anxieties, a lot of your fears, you may have really faced these down during this Mercury retrograde, Taurus. Because many times, you know, that 10 of Swords is like, I'm done and done. I stabbed through. I've been through this again and again. To me, I feel that you're really letting go of something that was very painful, something that was difficult, something that was worrying you, keeping you up all night, making you feel like you're never going to get any rest. You really made a decision to turn that loose. Oh, yeah. Oh, Taurus, you are done and done and done. You're like, I'm finished. I'm taking my ball and going home. 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. Going in the future, you're like, I'm done with the burdens. I'm done with the pain. I'm done with the backstabbers. I'm out. Peace out. Taurus is gone. You are so over it. You're like, yeah, because look at that. 5 of Cups. Woo, whoever was kicking those cups over, you've had it with them. They might come back and try to say they're sorry, but we'll see. We'll see if you accept that offer. Oh my goodness. All right, Taurus, so let's get you one of the Keepers of the Light cards. Let's see which guardian or ancestor, ascended master, angel, which one is coming through with a message for you? What is your affirmation from them? Ooh, I like this. The Holy Amethyst. Oh, divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. That couldn't be a more perfect summary of this reading. This is incredible. There you go, Jacqueline. Isn't that incredible? Amazing confirmation. Yes. Yeah, you're moving beyond what you're done with. You don't want to go there anymore. That pain is clearing up. So let's get you a spirit animal card. Let's see what they are bringing through for you here. Oh, what a beautiful little set of cards for you, Taurus. That's intense. I like it. You're like, I've had it up to here. Is the volume gone? What is it, Amber? Are you not hearing me? Hey, Amber. Oh, my girl. I love my Scorpios. Y'all are awesome. Oh. Look at that, Taurus. We got the butterfly spirit. There is a feeling of transformation here for you. And transformation is beautiful. Not only that, look at that 11 sitting there. So to me, that's a master number. That's a lot of power. Yeah, it could be really clearing up some karma or old junk, you know, with the relationship life. But there's definitely this feeling of like you've come full circle, you've paid your dues, and you're ready to go to the next level now. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, so let me go ahead and start clearing for the next sign, which is Gemini. Jacqueline and Amber, oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. I was doing a reading for one of the gals that was on the last live stream when you were in the chat, and she was telling me, she's like, they were so funny. She's like, they were the best. Oh, you are welcome, Magician. Thank you for joining us. Love it. But they were telling me how funny. They were like the red flags on a relationship or something, and one of you was like, yeah, so many red flags, it's a theme park. It's a theme park. I was like, yep, that's the Scorpios. Yeah. Amusement park red flags. Alright, so I'm going to burn some sweetgrass here. Gonna get ready for our Geminis. excited for our Geminis because Gemini is Mercury ruled. So they are one of our signs that definitely experiences the Mercury retrograde very, very strongly, them and Virgo. So, yeah, so let's see what we've got. Shake those on out, knock those on out. Not that ride! Oh, Amber, you crack me up. Y'all crack me up so bad. You're so awesome. Oh my goodness. I can't remember where I think, yeah. Gotta get the t-shirt and the coffee cup and the bumper sticker, you know. You know, there's always like some big ride, you know. I rode the super, you know, whatever, volcano at the Red Flags amusement park, right? All right, my Geminis. Oh, my darling Geminis. How are you doing? We're going to take a look at your cards to see what was going on with your Mercury retrograde energy. It was in the sign of Cancer. So that would have been all through your second house universally. That would be really highlighting all of your areas of finance, material resources, personal values. All of those things would have come up during that time. So let's get just a little peek at what you experienced, what your energy is saying with the major arcana. All right, so, oh, yeah, that makes so much sense. So Gemini, there's that Hanged Man. So Neptune energy, which is all about sacrifice, spiritual release, balancing between two different worlds. One cycle not completely ended, the new one having not completely begun. You may still be feeling a little bit of this until we get back to the shadow point of Mercury on the 27th. But it will get better. Right now, you're really, you know, maybe still in that process of rebalancing things because that can bring just a lot of shakeup, you know, when we go through that, especially since it's your ruling planet, you are going to always feel that more intimately. An interesting thing that I would bring up as well is that if you happen to be born during a Mercury retrograde, like if that's in your birth chart, you were born with a Mercury retrograde, you actually navigate the retrogrades easier than other people will, which is really, really interesting. So if you're born during a Mercury retrograde, you probably don't have as hard of a time hearing them. Very interesting to me. So let's get your tarot, Gemini. Let's see what comes up for our little Mercury birds here. Well, my goodness. Okay, so Gemini, who out there got some kind of reconciliation going on? Oh my goodness, this was all about relationships. So Two of Cups right at the center, connecting, healing, you know, finding that really beautiful connection is at the center right here in the present moment. So, you know, you could be doing some really, you know, interior work to balance yourself or to get ready in a way. I feel like there's this word of like preparation or sort of something on the horizon with that Hanged Man. It's like, oh, somebody came in and kind of rocked your world. Somebody came in and shook things up during this Mercury retrograde. And you know, during retrograde season, many times those old flames, those old lovers, those old friends, they show up. They do show up. And Wheel of Fortune, so something very positive moving forward. We have, you know, that Jupiter energy. So it's like it's opening things up. It's moving things in a positive direction. And we have, of course, those fixed signs as well. The Wheel of Fortune is similar to the world there. We have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So it could involve one of those fixed signs. I'd especially love it if it was an Aquarius because, you know, Aquarius and Leo get along better with Gemini. They do. In the past position, look at this. Knight of Cups. Somebody came in with a romantic offer, or you did. This was definitely somebody making, you know, a gesture. Somebody coming in. This is like they showed up with that cup and they're like, hey, Gemini.
If it was somebody from the past, they're like, remember me? And you're like, yeah, I do. Where'd you been? Mm-hmm. Ooh, could have been an Aries. Could have been with that Emperor there too. That's an Aries energy. This is somebody very bold. And it could have happened right around that same weekend when Mars went into Aries. Could have been. Aries is a good sign for Gemini as well. But look at this. Going to the future. We got a Four of Wands, guys. So this isn't an idle person. If somebody came in around this time, this could be somebody that you could really build with, or they see you as somebody they want to, build something with. It's like, this is that 1111. This is that twin flame soulmate, happy home, happy life. Oh, very, very nice reading, Gemini. This is beautiful. And the Judgment. So, I really do feel like this is somebody from your past. I really do. This is like somebody that you've known before, and this is like coming back to life, breathing new life into the situation. That's it, Amber. Because this is that Pluto energy. This is that, that Scorpio energy. This is like the revival coming back. Oh my goodness. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. This has the potential to go all the way. Look at that. Justice. Balance. Harmony. Libra energy. Woo! Hot, 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 Gemini. We like it. We like it very much. So let's get some affirmations on this. Let's get a guardian, ancestor, ascended master, angel card. Let's see who's coming forward to just protect and guide you through this process. You may feel a little bit, still in the, like, you're shaken by this. You're like, whoa, Hanged Man, you got that, the world's shaken up for you. Somebody came in and shook it up. I'm telling you. Ooh, yeah. We got the passion. We got Cernunos coming through here with the life force. This is like very sexual, sensual, green man kind of energy. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers released. Woo! I'm not hanging around. Gemini's house is shaking. I ain't coming around. So let's get you a spirit animal card. Let's see what comes up. Oh my goodness. All our Scorpios are like, sexual? Where? Where is it? Where's the passion? We want some of that. Yes. Oh, Scorpios. Y'all's my favorite sign. I know, I shouldn't have a favorite, but you kind of are. Even though that's not my sign, I just love my Scorpios. They are so fun. People don't know. They hide that somewhat, yes. I gotta get me a Gemini. Hello, Maya. Good to see you. Good to see you here, baby. Oh, beautiful. Look at this, Swan Spirit. So, for the Geminis that this resonates with, I'm telling you, this is gorgeous. Like, I'm a little envious. I would love that reading. I'm telling you. So that swan, time for a deep dive. Swan is the spirit in the Celtic mythology. It's the soul. It's music. It's oh, this is a soul connection for some of my Geminis out there. Beautiful. I love it. Love it, guys. Love that for you. Whatever that resonates with, boy, enjoy the heck out of it. I'm just saying. All right, so let's get these ready. Let's tap these cards. Quick way that you can clear cards is hit them with that selenite. Yeah, the selenite is a great quick clear. Little sage. Dear angels, dear guardians, please clear the deck of the Gemini energy. Let's get it ready for our Cancers. Now, Cancer, this was, the Mercury retrograde was in your sign. So, this is definitely affecting you on a big level. You're still going to be feeling this. It would have been moving all across your sun sign. And also, yes, a big happy birthday to any of my Cancers that have celebrated a birthday or will celebrate one soon, because we are still in Cancer season. Um, Great time for the Scorpios. You know, Cancer energy. It's a fellow water sign, so it feels very, very nice for you guys. Cancer is my personal polarity. I'm a Capricorn, so that's definitely, yeah. Cancer is beautiful energy. It's very creative. People always underestimate like how artistically creative Cancers are. But a lot of them are musical, artistic, good at cooking, good at all kinds of stuff. Wow, Cancer Kitty just turned 11. I've got 3 rabbits. 2 are Capricorns and 1 is an Aries. They don't get along. The 2 Capricorns are totally chill with each other. They don't want the little Aries bunny's like, no. Yes, it's so funny. Oh my goodness. And the Capricorn bunnies are very young that I have. They're really young. And the Aries rabbit that I have is super old. So it's really funny. It's like old Aries, old grumpy man. And then these 2 little young bunnies that are hopping up to him like, yay! And he's like, get off my lawn, kids. All right, Cancer. So let's get a major arcana card for you. I can't wait to see what's coming up for my Cancer friends. Oh my goodness. In a way, like I could see you, Gemini, and Virgo really having the biggest impact in a way from this particular retrograde because it's in. Wow, and I guess I was right. Look at that death card coming out. Scorpio energy there, Cancer. So this Mercury retrograde was very transformative, very important. A lot of cycles coming full circle, a lot of things being shifted, transitioned. I'm getting, gosh, I'm feeling something. There's a word that it's transmutation. Transmutation. That's what I'm feeling. Um, is that you're transmuting difficult things from the past, and it's like turning the poison into medicine. It's like taking the painful situation and turning it into something that's really helpful and healing, which is a very Scorpio thing to do. It really truly is. It's like, they're all about that. Scorpio, yeah, they don't fear the Reaper. They do not fear the Reaper. They're like, that's just a part of life, letting go of an old cycle and embracing something new. That's just a normal part of life. That's what we do. That's what we do. And so Cancer, for you, I feel like there's just a lot of layers that have been, revealed, that have been brought up to the surface, and you're being made aware of it for some big healing there. It's beautiful. Look at that. So we in the immediate present right now, Queen of Cups, there's your energy. But the thing about the Queen of Cups is, even though she is, associated with all the water signs, I always find her to be the most associated with Scorpio. And the reason is that cup. It's got a lid on it. She's the only one that has a lid on that cup, and that's very Scorpio. She's really careful with her emotions and how she uses them and where she allows them to go. So Cancer, this is really you to me, becoming more intuitive about your own feelings, about your own heart, understanding that, not everybody deserves your energy, right? Not everybody deserves to access that deep interior, all those secret parts of your soul. The Queen of Cups is the queen of love, of intuition, of sentiment, and deep healing, deep soul healing, deep psychological healing. And you are working at this. This is a creative effort with the Three of Pentacles. It's something that that it's like this is a work in progress. And you may be getting advice from other people. She's sitting here, sketching the nude art. And, she's got the teacher kind of giving her advice and pointers and tips as she goes along. So it's like you might have mentors that kind of say, here's something that, might help you, Cancer. Here's something that might give you, oh, look at that, Tiffany. Halloween Scorpio. We have a blue moon on Halloween this year. So on your birthday, there will be a blue moon because we're having 2 full moons that month. It's going to be the 1st and the 31st of October. Very exciting. So going into the past, we had the 6 of Pentacles. So to me, you know, what you were learning throughout, yet again, look at this. This is about balance. This is about interior balance, fairness, and harmony, and how much of your resources and energy that you give to others and how much you keep for yourself. That's very much the lesson that the Mercury retrograde was teaching you. And interestingly enough, because it was in your sign, that means Mercury was highlighting your first house universally, which is all about who you are. It's your identity. It's you know, all the things that make you you. So beautiful. Probably really was, you know, bringing up some subjects. It's like, man, I really need to get back in balance on this. Yeah, more grounded. Look at that. 9 of Pentacles on top of the 6 of Pentacles. You were definitely learning about balance of your resources and also just starting to invest more wisely in yourself. That's incredible. So getting into the future, we do have that Knight of Swords. So, you know, this is a fast rushing night. This is air energy. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This can be something coming forward to you with a lot of new information. Could feel, you know, you could be dealing with a little bit of anxiety because you've really identified some big things that you need to work on. Sometimes it's somebody rushing into your life, threatening to kind of shake up your harmony. So Cancer, if you don't want to deal with that energy, you don't have to. That's no good. Yeah. Yeah, 10 of Swords, because this feels like some difficult energy racing towards you. But sometimes, like, you can engage in this and you can deal with this without letting it tear you up, right? And you can say, I'm done. I'm going to let this come full circle. 10 of Swords is all about the end of a difficult cycle. You know, a lot of anxiety coming to an end. Look at that. Devil. This is all about letting go of something that's been chaining you in the past. Something that you've been very obsessed or worried about. And check it out, Ace of Swords. That is ultimate clarity. So you are going to be getting clarity through this Mercury direct. Absolutely awesome. Let's get you an affirmation card from our ancestors, ascended masters, angels, guides. Which one of you has a message for our Cancers out there? Gaia came up again, so beautiful. Again, same with, I believe it was Aries that had this. It's all about getting back to the earth, getting grounded, getting centered. Yes, be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded, Cancer. That is who is connecting with you. And to me, you know, Cancer is the mothering sign. It's the nurturing sign. And there we have Mother Earth coming through. So, wow. I mean, that's beautiful. It's like a mother energy for the earth and for the water. So beautiful. So let's get a animal spirit for you as well, Cancer. Let's see what the animal kingdom is bringing forward for you. And look at that, we have the horse. And you know, the horse is a very strong goddess spirit in the Celtic tradition. So we also have that very beautiful mothering feminine energy. Freedom is yours. So Cancer, that devil card is not going to hold you back. This is, you know, that horse spirit is going to run free. You will not be chained down, so don't worry. Move through these transitions of your life. Let the past go, because there's some good stuff that you're embracing right now. So let's clear out our energies. Let's get ready for our next sign. I'm going to burn a little more sweetgrass. Here we go. Love that. Yes, it's Leo time, everyone. The party always starts with our Leos, doesn't it? Always. Leos bring the sunshine. I love the balance of Cancer being the moon and then Leo being the sun. It's very, very cool. All right. So all of our beautiful lions and lionesses out there. Oh my goodness. I just there was some story I was reading today, and it was all about like the trophy hunting and people trying to hunt the lions, and I was just poaching the lions. I was like, how could that even be a question? It's like, how can you? Oh, I just can't. I can't. It's like, how could you even want to hurt that lion? Let him be. Jeez, it just. I'm such an animal lover. I just can't. I can't believe that anybody is allowed to even. Why would you even want to do that? It's like there's something really wrong with people that want to go shoot a lion and stuff it, or something. It's like so sick. It's just sick. All right, my beautiful lions. Mm-mm-mm. What have you been learning through this Mercury retrograde, y'all? What has been coming through for you? Oh, and look what we have. There's a lion right there on the card. So, Leo, this is your major arcana card for the Mercury direct energy. So, you are definitely in your own energy. This is a Leo card, and there is that balance between the spirit and the physical incarnation. So, this is very much what you've been working with, and that is what you're going to be continuing to work through with this Mercury direct energy coming back around, as you are very much integrating the spiritual lessons into your physical being and into your everyday experience. And it really does. I love the strength card. My life number is number 8. So, you know, the strength card is number 8. So I always feel very drawn to that card. And to me, yes, it's very powerful because it's sort of like it's that infinity loop right over her head. That's really the thing. It's that feeling of really being in the flow and of needing to balance, you know, the physical experience with being a spiritual being. Yeah, that's to me what strength is about. So because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's like we're a spiritual being, but we're having the physical experience, so we have to balance those two things, you know? It's really intense sometimes. So, Leo, let's see what your tarot's got for you. We're going to dig in there. What do we have for our Leo spirit? Nice. Ooh, I like this. My goodness. All right. So Leo, King of Pentacles came up for your present energy. So I'm really feeling that for you. Is this balance? It's the Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. It's getting very stable. To me, the King of Pentacles really embraces both sides. It's like both the masculine and the feminine, because it's like it lives in that sensual world. He does have those little Taurus bulls there on the throne, you know, so it's like it's Venus rulership. So there really is that beautiful kind of feminine sensuality that's there, but it's also about being practical, stable, logical. Right now, you may feel like you have a lot of work to do, Leo. You may feel like, yeah, I've really got to get to work. I've got things to do. You know, my coins are of concern to me. That can be a very strong thing that's going on. And I will also say that, Leo, this particular Mercury retrograde would have been very sensitive for you, because being in the sign of Cancer, that would have highlighted your universal 12th house of Pisces. So you were definitely, I would say, a lot of my Leos out there doing a lot of soul searching, doing a lot of deep diving into the interior of your emotions. You may have felt more introverted than usual this last, 3 or 4 weeks. You might have felt like, I just want to stay at home. I'll just do my thing. Taking more baths. Take some sea salt baths, Leo. That's going to be really good for helping you to ground and balance. Yeah, really working on this. Look at that, 6 of Cups. So it's like there's the nostalgia, because Cancer is a super sentimental and very nostalgic sign. They many times have a hard time not dwelling on the past. It's a thing. And so when Mercury is in Cancer, all of us are kind of doing that. Where it's like, oh, we think about the past. We think about elements of, either childhood or where we grew up, or, you know, people we've been in relationships with that we might like to talk to again, you know, that all comes up. So that could be definitely something you're continuing to work through until Mercury is completely out of Cancer. In the immediate past, we have the Ace of Swords. So even though Mercury was in retrograde, I think you reached a lot of moments of clarity. Relative clarity was coming through here. Some of the things that maybe you weren't seeing during, you know, Mercury direct when it was retrograde, you were actually seeing a lot of things. You may not have been very, you know, loudly vocal about it. You may not have brought a lot of attention to the fact, but Leo, you were kind of like, oh man, I see all of that coming. Like you're really watching, because that's the hand of spirit coming in and giving you some clarity about something big. Intellectual and emotional clarity, Leo. Wow. So Ace of Cups. So during this retrograde, you've had a lot of revelations, a lot of spiritual connection. My goodness, both on the intellectual and on the emotional. I'm really feeling Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael too. So if you feel drawn to them, Archangel Michael is wonderful for clarity and protection. Going into the immediate future, we have the Six of Wands. So to me, this is a victory. This is a triumph. This is a success. You've really come through some hurdles. And boy, you know, that's really coming up. It's like you're going to be successful getting through those. You know, anything that you're working to balance, anything that you're working to get grounded on, or to reconcile right now, yeah, it's going to come out in your favor here, Leo. Yeah, and it could be a victory over something that was very deceitful. Isn't that wild? Look at that Seven of Swords. So definitely, it's like you're having a victory over deception, over dishonesty. That could be very much what came to the surface. That could have been what you got the clarity on, is anybody that wasn't being totally truthful with you. That was found out, and now it's like you're going to conquer that. Look at that. The World card is on the one underside. So to me, that has also got your energy in it. There's our little lion right down there in the corner. This is things coming full circle. You've got some closure on something that you needed. Oh, and look at our Four of Swords. Time to rest, Leo. Time to get some of those cat naps. Very strong. So let's pull an affirmation card from our Ascended Masters, Angels, Guardians. Let's see who is coming up for my Leos to give them a message. Oh, I love this. This is Radha, and she is the divine feminine counterpart of Krishna. She is the soul flame. She is a soulmate. She is super, super loving. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. And I definitely got that feeling for you, Leo. There's some kind of big heart healing out there for some of my lions. I really definitely feel this. So let's get into your spirit animals. Let's get a card from there. Let's see what your spirit animals are saying. Leo, you rule the fifth house, and the fifth house deals with the love of children and animals. So I know most of my Leos feel very connected to the spirit animal world. That is for sure. I love it. We've got the turkey spirit. Aw. It's giving with gratitude and grace. And you know, Leo, you are such a generous giving kind of sign. So this may be a perfect time to just be generous with your heart, your time, your emotions. Give to the people that really have been good to you, because it will have quite a good balance and a good return on that. Oh, what a beautiful spread. Okay, so Leo, let's go. Let's close up your energy and let's go into our next sign of Virgo. Let's go ahead and clear this deck, clear the board. Now we're gonna, let's see, I'm gonna burn a little sage here. Let's burn some sage. Woohoo. Let's get that going. Sage all of our cards here.
let's see what we've got for our beautiful Virgos out there. Virgo, of course, being our other Mercury ruled sign. So this would have been, let's see, so with Virgo on the rising, this would have been in the universal 11th house, is where that Mercury retrograde happened for Virgo. So this is all about Aquarius energy, reconnecting with the mass consciousness, Virgo, finding ways to connect with the world. Yes. Oh, Jacqueline, that's right. Venus and Mars in Virgo. So this will be really good for your relationships and your personal energy, because that's what Venus and Mars really relate to. That's where your Virgo energy is. So let's see what came up in the major arcana for our Virgos during this particular Mercury retrograde. Cancer energy is also a sextile to the sign of Virgo. I'm feeling two of these coming out. These almost wanted to come together, so I'm actually gonna give you both of these. I feel that. The Devil came out first and the Magician was right next to it. So very interesting how we have that. You know, there's this Capricorn energy, and then the Magician is your energy, Virgo. This is Mercury. This is, both Virgo and Gemini in the Magician. So to me, this is very much about turning loose of any kind of routines, any kind of difficulties, anything that has made you feel kind of stuck, trapped, going round and round and round. You might have really identified what that was and decided, it's like, I want to be the alchemist. I want to do what I do. This is what I do best. This is who I am. I'm going to take my resources, my passion, my thoughts, my energy, my drive. I'm going to create something brand new. So very, very powerful energy coming through there. Let's get into your tarot, Virgo. Let's see what comes up around what you've learned through this Mercury retrograde. What's coming up next? What are you turning loose as this goes direct? Well, that's a nice energy. So what we got right in the center is the Nine of Cups, Virgo. So this is about wish fulfillment. Like I said, there's some kind of identification of knowing what you want, knowing what it takes for you to feel content, happy, peaceful. Realizing that your emotional well-being is deserved and just as important as everyone else around you. And on top of that, we've got our King of Swords. So definitely cutting out anything that's not in alignment with those wishes and hopes. The King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I mostly feel very strong Aquarius with this. And that's interesting because that Mercury retrograde was going through your Aquarius house. So it's very, very strong about reconnecting with the mass consciousness, with people on that intellectual level. So I think a lot of you, what you really wish and hope for here, Virgo, is a connection with, the world at large. It's like you really want to communicate. You really want to put your healing energies out to the world in some kind of meaningful way. It's like, because you might have felt cut off, from the communication of the world, especially with what's, going on in the world. We're not able to get out and have the usual connections and interactions that we usually do. So this could be also finding, ways through electronic media, hey, I'm here on YouTube, stuff like that. Emailing more, texting more, video chatting more, all of that. There's many ways to connect through those electronic formats. Going into the past, we also have the Queen of Swords. So very, very strong counterbalance to this. She's very strong Libra energy, also Gemini, Aquarius as well. But to me, she is so much about transformation. She wears the crown of the butterflies. And even though she might seem stern, she might seem very harsh, on the inside, yes, she is still got that feminine sensibility. And she's really trying to make good decisions from a solid place.
You know, Virgo, what I really feel for you is with that Queen of Swords, it's like during that retrograde, you just weren't putting up with any funny business because the Queen of Swords really, she does not put up with BS. She does not put up with garbage, lies, any kind of treachery. She's like, you mess around with me, you're out of here. She's like, get him out, get him out. She won't put up with it. Yes, and look what we've got on top of that, the Strength card, because oh, Virgo, you were really learning some things about your own self-worth and your own balance through this time. Virgo, you are the most sensitive of the earth signs. I will point that out. And so, you know, you really do, just like Pisces, you need to really balance your own energies. Don't let someone else mess with you, because if that throws your balance off, you are just not a happy little Virgo. Mm-mm. So going into the future, we do have the Three of Cups. So I do see you getting back to that place where you are able to connect with friends and loved ones, back to that celebratory energy. You know, very, very happy, victorious, finally getting, you know, a little bit more of what you want. Having something to celebrate, Virgo, something going right, you know, because you're really starting to focus on your own wish fulfillment, on your own contentment. Very beautiful. And Knight of Wands. So you're going passionate for this. You're like, I'm going. This is super Sagittarius, Mars, Aries energy. So it's very fiery. Yeah, it's going to be hard to hold you back. And it may very well be a fire sign friend that says, hey, Virgo, let's go do something. So Ten of Swords, to me, that ties into that devil energy where there's like, you know, something that's been very worrisome, something that's caused anxiety, fears, situations. Yep, Nine of Wands. So there's been something that you've been really having a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of worry about, and also having to fight a lot, which you don't really like to do. Virgo likes to help and heal people. They don't like to fight with people. So, you know, having that, it's like you're ready to just put that stick down. You're like, I don't want to fight you anymore, but you are tired. There is some fatigue here, Virgo. I definitely feel that you've got to take a little rest, take a little downtime, because you've been in a defensive position here a little bit. So just hang in there. There's a lot of positivity that's around this reading. So let's get into your affirmation cards. Let's see what's coming up from our Ascended Masters, Angels, and Guides. Let's see what they have. What do we have for our Virgos? And look at that. Oh, Archangel Michael came out for you, Virgo. Absolutely beautiful. Trusting heaven. And you know, that swords energy, let's just say it. I feel that sword energy with Archangel Michael always, because he has that violet flame sword that's very protective. And it's a reminder you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So there is definitely that acknowledgement that you've had concerns, that you've had fears and worries, but this is saying, don't worry at Virgo. I know that's a big thing for Virgos because they do tend to worry. They do tend to just mull things over and over. Yeah, yeah. So let's get into an animal spirit for you, Virgo. Let's see what comes up. Just as the birds start singing out there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So look at this. The moth spirit is about surrender. And what did it say on here too? Surrender your concerns. So this is about surrendering to spirit, Virgo. Not that you're not going to take care of your logical, practical stuff that you've got to take care of, but this is really about letting go and trusting the spiritual process a little bit more. So let's go ahead. We're going to clear the deck. So we are done with Virgo, and now it is time to get ready for our Libras. Woo, Libra! Yes, yes. I love my Libra folks. You guys are amazing. And this is, for me, you know, Libra is one that really got hit by The Mercury retrograde energy, most definitely, because Cancer is a square to Libra. So y'all were feeling it. They were definitely feeling it. And that would have been right on that 10th house. So lots of things about, career, higher public image, higher aspirations and ambitions coming up for the Libras. All right, so let's see what we've got on your major arcana. Hey, Maya. Aw, so good to see you guys. I love hanging out with you. It's one of the most awesome things. It's beautiful how there's one of my favorite authors is Charles DeLint, and he is a Canadian writer, and he's a Capricorn. What a surprise! But Charles DeLint, he writes these amazing books that combine the modern world with all the kind of spiritual legends like the Selkies, the fairies, mermaids, all kinds of different traditions, Asian, Latin, Celtic. It's incredible stuff. But he had a book. One of his books was called Spirits and the Wires, about connecting spiritually through the electronics, and it's like that's how I feel about like the people that I have connected to on YouTube here. It's like spirits and the wires, right? It's like it's very cool. It's very, very cool. So let's go ahead, Libra. Libra sun, moon, Venus, and rising. All of these are mostly for the sun, moon, Venus, and rising. But again, if you have a lot of placements in your chart, that can resonate with you too. So let's see what you've got for this Mercury retrograde. Spirit be with our Libras. Let's see what we've got for them. I told you this was a challenging one for you, Libra. So the Tower came up. To me, this also speaks to Mars entering the sign of Aries, because the Tower is about Mars energy. So, this, again, Mars being in Aries is on the opposition from you, Libra. So you may be going back and forth. There could be a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of momentum that has been happening through this Mercury retrograde and still is going on. So to me, the Tower, it's unexpected energy many times. It's like, could be something really nice, winning the lottery, unexpected, right? Or it could be like something, getting knocked down that we didn't want to get knocked down, like a tree. Another unexpected thing, right? So it's not really something that I would call a bad thing. It's kind of neutral. It's really about, to me, the hand of the divine saying, you know what? This stupid tower, this has got to go. This has got to go. And your tower could be anything. It could be a job that you don't like anymore. It could be a relationship you don't like anymore. And you've been meaning to get around to getting rid of that. You've been meaning to get around to changing it, but you just hadn't done it yet. And Spirit finally says, you know what? We're done. I'm getting rid of this thing for you. Usually those towers are something you already know need to go. And it's just like, oh yeah, it was high time. You'll feel so much better after it's done. So let's dig into your tarot, Libra. Let's see what comes up. I would say that getting out of the energy of this Mercury retrograde will feel very helpful for you. It's going to really be a bit of a relief. And especially as we get into the later part of the month and the energy starts to move more into Leo, you'll start to feel better too. The good thing is right now, Venus for you is in a very nice alignment with your sign being in Gemini. So it's not all tough. It's not all hard. Ooh, yeah, I knew we were going to have a little bit of a stick, but it's not all. So here we go. Center of the spread. Here is the Six of Wands. So there is coming out on top. You definitely feel like, you know what, I've gone through some challenges. I've gone through some shakeups and difficulties, but you know what? Your eyes are, getting together with people. It's a very strong fire energy. Yet again, like I said, when we get into Leo time, you're going to start to feel a lot of this energy shifting. Yeah, and look at that. Six of Wands, Five of Wands. Because what is it that you've been trying to overcome? It's this feeling of tension, this feeling of conflict. sometimes it's not even like a really big battle or a really big fight. It's just this feeling of tension, this feeling of friction kind of there. And that's what you're really working to get past, because you're really tired of tension. You're really tired of feeling stressed. You don't want to have any more stress. Going into the immediate past, this is during the retrograde itself, is this Nine of Pentacles. So to me, during that retrograde, you really started to get back in touch with what it is that you need and want to feel stable, what it is that you want to start investing in, which is usually in your own well-being and your own stability. And there she has, on her hand, the little falcon. And of course, the falcon has a hood, so she doesn't need him all the time to help her. But when she does need that extra foresight, she lets that falcon go and fly around. And I always love the little detail, the snail that's right there in the corner of this card, because to me that shows it's like slow and steady wins the race. Things are going to move, sometimes slowly, but they will get there. That's a very, very nice detail on that card. Knight of Swords, there's your air energy, Libra. So it's like, that's where that tension is yet again. Knight of Swords always feels a little bit stressful, a little bit anxious, because it's that knight that's like, I want to go. I've got ideas. I got things I need to do. So on the positive side, yes, that is your own energy, Libra. So it is a positive that it's like, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to take these ideas that I have about investment, stability, and I'm going to take them forward. So don't let it stress you out. Don't let it stress you out, seriously, because there is that feeling of tension. And I don't think that that's really, it's not like you're nuts. I mean, this is planetary energy that's causing a lot of that stress. You're dealing with a lot of square energy. We've got Cancer, we've got Aries, we've got Capricorn, and then Libra, you're in the mix there. So there's a lot of that. It's almost like a grand cross going to your sign. So, it would be very odd if you didn't have some kind of pressure, some kind of stress. Then going into the future here, we have the Devil. There's that Capricorn energy. I knew we were going to have something like that, right? So this is really, to me, double. This is two things. The Devil, of course, being Capricorn, I can't beat up on myself too much because I am a Capricorn. But to me, it's like, what's the negative side of Capricorn, right? It's, yes, another planet party. It is. It totally is. Yes, going into that, it's like the positive sides of Capricorn: hardworking, solid, committed, determined, ambitious. But the negative side of that is that it gets stuck in routines, and it gets, it's like it's so focused on staying stable that it sometimes gets stuck in these routines that aren't very joyful and aren't very fun. So to me, that's what the Devil is about. It's about kind of saying, well, what do I love to do versus what I just feel kind of obligated to do, right? Things that I have to be doing that I don't really enjoy anymore. It's about unchaining yourself. And of course, that's a very earthy Libra card to me. Six of Pentacles, right? So it is about balance. It is about fairness, harmony. Find what balances you, Libra, because you, again, are a sign that gives, gives, gives. You do so much for others. It's time to make sure that others is giving to you as well. Because look at her. She's come into the gift exchange, and she's bringing the good gifts, and she may not get something good back. I don't like that. So Libra, don't let people give you crappy gifts in exchange for your good gifts. Don't put up with any deceptions. Don't put up with any sneaky running around. Don't put up with that. Because if anybody's not being, there was a lot of confusion around this. And you may be still working through some of this with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Our sevens are movement. Our sevens are action being taken. So you're definitely taking some action here. And your people, situations, circumstances that just are not for your highest good. That's really what it's about. So let's get you an affirmation. Let's get you a spiritual guardian. See what message you have for our Libras today. I love it. Look at this. Oh, one of my favorites is Bridget. Yes, the inner strength, the inner fire. She is a Celtic goddess who, when the country started to be Christianized, the people would not let go of Bridget. They're like, nope, you ain't getting her. We're not going to give her up. And so, she became Saint Bridget, under the church as well. So she has deep, deep Celtic pagan roots, which is freaking awesome. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power, Libra. So if you've been giving up your power, this is time to recognize that that fire is very strong in you. And yet again, like I said, when the Leo energy is in full swing, you're really going to feel it. You're really going to feel it. That's going to be a good change of the wheel for you. So let's get an animal spirit on this. Look at that. See, Libra, you can do this. You have Bridget, and now you've got the Rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle. Stay the course. Don't get off track. One day at a time. Very, very powerful reading. So anything that's difficult for you, you are overcoming this. I really like it. So, yay. Guess who it's time for? Guess who's next? It's our Scorpios. And we have our Scorpios definitely in the house here. We know they're around. We know they're around. So we got to get some sage out. We got to get some sage out for the Scorpios. Woo! I like how Jacqueline, she's not biased at all. She put Scorpio in big letters. That's what you get when you get a Scorpio moderator. They're like, me! Oh, y'all kill me. You're the best. Oh, and just as we said the talk about the Scorpios, that hawk started making noise again. Yeah. I hear him. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think I'm even gonna hit my tuning fork again for the Scorpios. Scorpio in the house. Scorpio in the house. Hold on to your hats, everyone. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's knock on these cards. Let's clear that energy out. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing through our messages for our Scorpios out there. Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, and anything else, any other planets that are in Scorpio for you. My midheaven is in Scorpio, actually, which I really like. I love having a Scorpio midheaven. It's very, very cool. I love that part of my chart. So let's go. All right. Let's get a major arcana card for our Scorpios, what they are coming through with this Mercury retrograde and now into the direct energy. There we are. There's our Hermit energy, Virgo energy going up. So, Scorpio, this has been a time of deep truth searching, soul searching. Definitely kind of hanging out more on your own, not really bringing a whole ton of people into the mix. To me, this is inner healing, emotional healing, emotional enlightenment, because that lantern, that's seeking the truth. That's the star. That's the guiding light, right? Love my Hermit energy. To me, also with the Hermit, there's usually something that's kind of coming full circle. Yeah, there's usually something. Yeah, it's all about the healing. It's all about getting nice and rooted, grounded, stable. With the Hermit, I always feel a little bit of Sagittarius energy too. I do, because it's that truth seeker, right? The pioneer. You may sometimes feel like you're the only one, like the wandering monk in the desert, like, searching for the truth, searching for that wisdom. And then once you find it, yes, the sage, you bring it back to the rest of the people to tell them about it, but you are the one that actually went out and kind of got it in the first place. So let's get your tarot going. Let's see what comes up with the past, present, future energy of this Mercury retrograde and direct. Wow. Okay, Scorpio. So at the center, we have the Page of Swords. So there we are. There's our new communication. Could be dealing with some immature people. Yes, that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy going on. There's definitely people interested in what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're saying. There could be a little bit of gossip. There always is around a Scorpio because Scorpio, you don't reveal everything. And so they're kind of like, what are they doing over there? Secret scorpion. It's like, no, with a stinger. Yeah, so there's definitely a little bit of that air energy in play. You might also be having a whole lot of new ideas because I always feel that that's, new messages, new energy, new ideas kind of coming to birth with that card. Need I say more? There's the devil. So it's like the devil's in the details. You're definitely turning over all those stones. You're looking behind everything. It's like, who is talking about me? What is that? This is definitely our Capricorn energy. So you could be really working at something and you really don't want to deal with the obsessions, the worries. So, that's something to be a little careful of. I know Scorpios can really get kind of obsessed, kind of intense, very passionate. And so it's like once you got a little idea in your head, you can just blow that thing up because it's like I can't stop thinking about. I can't stop thinking about. So it's like don't get into this energy of the devil. Instead, use that good, work ethic that the Capricorn energy brings to it instead. Going into the immediate past, we have the King of Swords, very strong Aquarian, Libra, Gemini energy. So to me, yet again, this is the tactician, this is the strategist, making those logical decisions and determinations, being very much in control of your own circumstances in your own life. It's like anybody, again, very similar like with the Queen of Swords, if anybody's playing around with him, oh, no, you don't play with that King of Swords. So that's very much what you were learning throughout this Mercury retrograde. Is that feeling of, what is it that I need to release? What is it that, just needs to be let go of? You do have, Cancer energy. That Mercury retrograde would have been going retrograde in your universal ninth house of Sagittarius. So there is a lot of truth. There is a lot of enlightenment. There's a lot of wisdom that comes through with that energy. Wow. Scorpio, holy cow. King of Swords on top of the King of Swords. That's rare that happens, by the way, that we double up like that. That's really unusual. So I would say definitely in the intellectual body, definitely in the mental energy. Very, very strong. It's like you're really saying no more funny business. King of Swords, again, it has that Archangel Michael feeling. You would have been you get very protective of your own energy throughout that retrograde. Wow. And to me, big transformations because yet again, look at the butterflies on the thrones, right? That is about the transformation and the rebirth. So intellectually, I think it's like I feel like your mind was really regenerating, really getting reborn. That's beautiful. Going forward, no more devil. We're stepping into the Lovers card. So there is our Gemini Venus energy. So there are those loving connections. There is, ways many of my Scorpios out there. It's like you've been having to be in a place where you sort of sat up on your throne and you kind of just cut yourself off from any drama or anyone who's giving you difficulty. Because you had to make that very strong delineation, say no more of that crap. And then once you're done with that cycle, going forward, it's like you can start to let the love back in again. You can start to relax a little bit more. Yeah. Because, we have the connections between the devil and the lovers. There's definitely, yes, boundaries. I mean, that's really it. It's about the boundaries. That's the hardest thing in relationships, I swear. It really is, because the lines get so, they get blurry and they get challenged. So we got the Tower over top of that Lovers card. So there could be somebody shaking up your world coming in after on the heels of this Mercury direct going. Or some old, relationship that's just stagnant. It's done. Like, it's out. It's gone. But to me, this is like the old structure getting cleared away to make room for greater and better love, greater, better communication and connection. Wow. Wow, Scorpio. No more heartaches. No more heartaches. Done with that kicking the cups over. Done with that. Yep. And the wish fulfillment coming in with the Nine of Cups. Look at that. There we go. Y'all got some powerful energy always. It's never light and fluffy with my Scorpios. It's always strong. So let's see what we've got for our affirmations. Let's see which spiritual guide is coming forward for you, Scorpio. Oh, yeah. Faith is coming through. Humanity and benevolence. That's beautiful energy. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others and see the light in the world. So, Scorpio, absolutely beautiful energy. This to me is about, again, trusting in yourself, trusting in the divine process, and raising that vibration. That's very much what I feel with this, is that you are raising that personal vibration. And when you do that, you just attract better people. It's like you're clearing the old decks. That's always what that Tower feels like to me. Things being shaken loose. It's really wild. Wow. So let's get a spirit animal for my Scorpios, please, Spirit. Let's see what comes up. I love all that blue that was in that Faith card. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, yay. I love this card. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Is the Canary Spirit, which is sing your own song. So, Scorpio, this is about really connecting with your communication again. And that energy, it's interesting. The Tower is Mars, and that's that Mars energy. And we have, the Lovers, which is Gemini, Venus. And so, to me, that's really about taking action and communicating. So music could be very healing and very important for you right now because of that. But I just love that. That's like, be proud of yourself, be true to yourself, speak your truth. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to sing out. My Scorpios, even if it's just in the shower, just do it. Oh, I got my shower singers out there, we do it. Aw. What's that old song? Sing a song. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So let's clear our Scorpio energies, and we are going to head on into the Sagittarius realm. Sagittarius, our beautiful archers. Yay! So yes, I should be doing that. I should. I've recorded 4 albums. Yes, I played harp and piano, guitar, and I sing, and that's why I love that canary card. I love that canary card. So sweet. All right, so Sagittarius, my Jupiter energy folks. I love you guys. Oh yeah, Sag rising is rocking. Yes. Ethereal, I would agree. My rising is Aquarius, and I feel very aligned often with my Aquarius side. Oh, do you, Amber? We gotta start a band. Goat Girl and the Scorpions. Oh yeah, ethereal. I love that. Yeah, Pisces sun sign. I'm a progressed Pisces sun. She likes to hit things. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Oh yeah, y'all make my day. Yeah, goatfish. I like that. I have 4 planets in Capricorn. Oh, I understand the goatfish thing. I totally get it. I get it. All right, my Saggies. Let's see what you got. This has been an intense time for them. Yeah, because that Mercury retrograde was in the universal 8th house in that Scorpio house. So my Sagittarian's definitely been going through a thing for a minute here with that retrograde. Absolutely. Deep, deep diving. Deep soul searching. Absolutely. And that would be also true for anybody with a Sagittarius rising sign. That's where that Mercury retrograde would be moving through. But look at that. Just like our Sag, they're always going to land on their feet. We got that Empress card coming up. So check it out. Venus energy. To me, this is just the ultimate kind of divine feminine. It's very mothering, it's very nurturing, but it's also very creative. Very abundant. She knows how to produce more of what she needs. She knows how to be stable. She knows how to be very loving, very caring. That really beautiful center of any home. Very strong Venus energy, Libra Taurus, could mean something to you or not. But yeah, that's a beautiful, strong card to pull for your overall energy of what you've come through with this Mercury retrograde. I think Sagittarius, y'all just have some natural good luck for real. It's that Jupiter vibe. Total Jupiter vibration always. So let's get into your tarot, Sagittarius. What do we have for you? Just as I hear my birdies singing out there. I love it. Oh my goodness. The Towies, the Eastern Towies, what's singing out there? I hear him. He's the one that says, drink your tea. Yeah, drink your tea. Oh, very nice, Sag. So we have in the center here is your Seven of Pentacles. So this is about patience. It is about growth. It is about earthy connection. So, that really ties in very nicely with the Empress because, again, it's that sort of nurturing, stabilizing energy one day at a time. Hey, Orbicon, I don't know how to say that name, but I always see your comments, and thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. So this is a beautiful stabilizing energy. It may not feel super exciting, right? Seven of Pentacles can feel a little bit like, okay, I'm waiting. But it's a little bit of like you do the work and then you got to wait for the seeds to grow, right? There's first that, yeah, I know, Amber. Oh, I know. Yeah, my sun sign is Capricorn, so that's very patient. But my Chinese sign, I'm a dragon, so that's very impatient. That's very impatient. I find most people have a balance of patience and impatience. So Sagittarius, you're going to have to exercise your patience right now because it will be successful, though. Look at that. You've got the Six of Wands, highlighting and detailing that Seven of Pentacles. So there really is a victory. Don't give up. That's really, it's do not give up on whatever it is that you're working on right now, things that are already in process. In this immediate past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So what you were really going through with that Mercury retrograde made you very aware of, getting more stable, getting more solid. This ties in really nicely with the Empress. I always feel the Queen of Pentacles is sort of like a minor arcana Empress card. She's got that very solid, strong, determined energy. She's got the little Capricorn goats, on the throne. So it's very much that Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy that she brings in. Again, very abundant. She's got that little bunny rabbit there in the corner, which is all about abundance, magic, fertility, and very wise, making good decisions. That's something that I feel for you. That you'll be making good decisions going forward here. There's something that you've really learned as a result of everything that's happened through this retrograde that's made you realize it's time to get even stronger within myself. Don't worry about so much about what everybody else is doing. Let's focus on me. Let's focus on what I'm doing. Oof, nice. Ace of Wands. So passionate new beginnings. It's interesting. It's like, you know, a lot of times you may not feel like that earthy energy is super exciting, but in a lot of ways, this is exciting. Ace of Wands is like brand new, passionate starts. It's like brand new beginnings and stability, brand new beginnings and getting grounded, getting more solid inside of yourself. Absolutely awesome. So, going into the immediate future, we have the King of Cups. This is super Cancer energy, and it's interesting that that's where Mercury has been in Cancer. So I take that as a very strong confirmation for you going forward that you really are learning those. Like I said, this is a deep dive for Sagittarius because that Mercury retrograde was moving throughout that Scorpio house in the sign of Cancer. So it's a very watery energy. It's all about getting deep into the psyche, deep into the soul and spirit, and doing some real healing, some meaningful healing. King of Cups often deals with the third eye, the heart, and the solar plexus chakra. So if you're doing any sound therapy work or healing, that is the way to go. Those are the chakras that are really good to focus on. And look at that. Ooh, yes. Eight of Pentacles. Sagittarius putting in the work. Love it for you guys. Middle card of Seven of Pentacles, and now we have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like this is just the natural progression. You're going in that direction. You're not only doing the practical work, but you're also doing that interior emotional, psychological work that's really going to bring about some super healing for you. That's beautiful. All right, so underside. Yeah! Oh, because it has not been easy, Sag. You've had some things that have just been rough. Dark night of the soul rough. Yeah. This is, I mean, that's why you're having this rebirth. And Two of Wands. New doors opening, new brand new beginnings here, yet again, similar to the Ace of Wands, where we're bringing through those new beginnings and new starts to things. So let's get a guardian, a protector, spirit for our Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming up. Oh, you're the third sign to get Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. This is beautiful. So here we go, Earth connection. And you have so much Earth in those. Oh, look at this. I mean, wow. Here we go, Empress card, Queen of Pentacles. All these Earth mothers coming up. Ooh, Sagittarius, look at that. This is incredible. So, yes, get connected to the earth. Be mindful of staying grounded to the planet, Sagittarius. Oh, love this for you. Whatever you've gone through, it's getting better, and you're really coming out like so much more like strong, so much more empowered, so much more like rooted, stable, earth connected. Yeah, ethereal. This is big for you if you've got that Sag rising. I love it. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. This is about detox. This is about cleansing, purification. The frog is so strong for that. So, Sag, this is a complete clearing that's happened with this retrograde and now going direct. Very, very beautiful spreads here for you. So, let's go ahead and start clearing the energy out again. And guess what? It's Capricorn time. Woot! Little goats! It's goat time. It's dragon goat time. Oh, I don't know whether to be nervous or not about doing Capricorn because I've got all this Capricorn in me. Oh my goodness. Let's clear this out. Yeah, Cappy! Woot! Oh, Capricorn Venus. So this will be good for your love center here, Ethereal. Yes. Yes, yes. This is mostly going to resonate with Sun, Moon, Venus rising. But anybody with a whole bunch of Capricorn is going to be feeling this one. So Capricorn, this would have been a interesting retrograde. It's definitely been an interesting retrograde because it's very much about the balance and the back and forth, because Cancer is our polarity and that's where Mercury has been pulling. And I can attest to that. I definitely can, because I've been kind of in that energy of like, should I reach out to this person? Should I not reach out to this person? Should I say something? Should I shut up? Oh, yeah, definitely. There's definitely been that. Ooh, so yeah. Capricorns, you will definitely be feeling that back and forth about whether or not to communicate with someone or something or not. Very, very much. All right, so Spirit, what do we have for our major arcana for Capricorn? This is for our Mercury retrograde and direct. What is your energy like, Mr. Goat, Mrs. Goat? Aww. Yay, there's the stars. So, Capricorn, this is beautiful. Whatever. Oh, hi, Eric. Good to see you. I'm so glad you made it in. You can go back and watch your Gemini read a little bit later, right now, if you want to. Because we are on Capricorn right now. So the star card came up for you, Capricorn. This is a beautiful energy. It really does say that you have gone through the challenges, through the trials, through the tribulations, and now you are ascending to that next level. It's really an acknowledgement from Spirit that, you have been through those challenges, you have been through those difficulties, and here you come to the next level. As our friend Ramblin' Mike's on Ramblin' Mike's Tarot says, you don't get the star card unless you've been through the hellfire first. And boy, is that the truth or what? So Aquarius energy as well. I love that because I am Aquarius rising. So, oh no, Eric, watch out! Jacqueline's hunting for Geminis. Oh my gosh, you guys are so great. So let's see what we've got in the tarot for our Capricorns. This is going to be again for our Mercury direct. Oh, wow. Oh, Capricorn. This is beautiful. Okay, so right in the center, we have that Four of Pentacles. So definitely, there have been things. I'm good, Eric. Things are getting better. Thank you. So Capricorn, you've definitely been holding on to some things, not just financial concerns, but also some heart concerns, because we have this, Four of Coins is holding on to things in the heart space, right? It's also holding on to things in the financial center. So if you are feeling being represented definitely by that card, sometimes it just takes a little time to work this out, because with our retrograde, that's what we're coming into right now, is you're becoming very aware of what you're holding on to, whether emotionally, financially, etc., for that feeling of security and stability, Capricorn. And yes, Capricorn, as you come out of that energy, you might, I can feel this. I can say this even for myself. I can relate to this, this hanged man energy, because this is a feeling of, kind of being between, two cycles. It's like one thing isn't completely done, one thing isn't completely beginning. This is a Neptune energy card, Capricorn, so it is a lot about something about sacrifice, spiritual enlightenment, and awareness. Going through those difficulties, going through those challenges, to get to the spiritual awareness. So my feeling for you, Capricorn, yeah, right now it's probably still a little bit difficult. It's probably still feeling a little sticky. but it's going to get better. That situation is not going to last forever. The Hanged Man card never does. So going into the past, though, look at that Six of Swords, because this is really what you've been working to do throughout that Mercury retrograde, time, is you've really been moving away from the troubled waters, leaving the drama, leaving the pain, leaving the excessive worry. Let's get in that boat and head on over to a better place, a more peaceful island. Yes. So Capricorn, definitely making mental decisions, doing whatever you can to stay in a more peaceful place and avoid drama, to avoid arguments or mentally challenging or mentally draining situations there. And staying in balance, we have 6 and 6. So, six is very much about relationships. It is. The six card is also the lover's card. And it's about balance too within those relationships. So, to me, this is about, it's like Capricorn, and, during this retrograde, you're like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to get into a scrap with someone. It's not a good use of my energy, and it doesn't feel good. And the Six of Pentacles is clarifying that. So it's like, this is about balance. It's about stability. You're really becoming very conscious of what you're giving and how much you're giving. And Capricorn, when you really care about something or someone, you give 110%, so much. And a lot of people, they just can't keep up. It's true. But you know when they are. You know when they're making the real effort. You know when they're putting the real time and care into it. Going into the future, though, beautiful outcome card here. Ten of Cups, ultimate fulfillment, ultimate wishes coming true. With that Star card, I feel like there is that wishes coming true potential as well. Very beautiful, and this is really not just you having the stability that you want, but it's also having the emotional fulfillment that you really desire. And it could be with an earth sign, Capricorn, because there we have our King of Pentacles. Could be Taurus, Virgo, or another Capricorn. But I also see this as you just having a partner, whether they're an earth sign or not. But it's like with a partner that's very solid, wants the same things that you do. Might be a little stubborn, might be a little bit too focused on work at times, but you can understand that because you're a little too focused on work sometimes. Very nice reading. Very, very nice. On the underside, we have the Three of Pentacles. So there is that building energy very strongly, putting together something. And, to me, that Three of Pentacles is all about, see, the two people are coming with the blueprint. There's the new plan. They're coming to the architect and saying, we want a new spiritual center built. So Capricorn, that's a beautiful building energy. And yeah, Nine of Wands, look at that. It's like, I don't want to fight anymore. I felt that from that Six of Swords. It's like, I don't want to argue anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. No more drama. No more headaches. No more hassles, Capricorn. You're just like, I don't got time for it. With Capricorn, the only thing they value more than money is time. Time. Because they know they can't. Capricorn says, I can get money back. I can get more money. But, and that's something that, you're just like, I'm not going to waste my time. If something's hurting me, I'm not going to waste my time. Get some rest. Get some rest. What is my hawk saying to you? I know, right? Magician, yes. That hawk has been talking all day. I think he wants to eat a squirrel. That hawk wants to eat a squirrel. He's been hunting. And I think what it is too, when he's around, the crows and the blue jays get really upset, so they chase him around. But I love my hawk. He's the visionary, He's the visionary. He sees the future. So I love it when the hawk comes around, because I was kind of sleepy today, and I almost didn't do the live stream. But then that hawk started talking, and I was like, I think I need to do it because I got that little visionary bird out there speaking to me. So Capricorn, let us get a card for you that will be a guardian protector, someone that is coming to guide and be with you throughout this energy, throughout this transition. Oh, I love it. The card of hope. This is love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. So Capricorn, choose to love yourself, choose to love others. It can be really easy for Capricorns to get judgmental of themselves or judgmental of other people, but this is really saying, to clear that energy, love and accept yourself. Oh, I know, I love Rambling Mike. He's good. Yeah. So let's get into a spirit animal for you, Capricorn. Let's see what comes up. Oh, I like this. Yes, the bee spirit. There is our honey bee. So it is all about the sweetness. Sweet results await. So Capricorn, don't give up and don't be too alone. I know goats can be very lonery and they do their own thing, but this is really saying that get your community together, get your friends together, because the bee works as a group. It works as a team, works as a hive, and it really gets the job done. So, oh, Capricorn. Beautiful, beautiful reading. I really enjoyed that one as a goat myself. It was very, very nice. So let us move into the next energy of Aquarius, which is really nice. We have our star card here, which is our Aquarius card. Yes, hang out with the scorpions. Scorpions and goats like to hang out together. They do. We understand them. We understand them. Thank you for posting that, Jacqueline. Thanks for keeping that up to let everyone know what sign we're on. I appreciate that. All right, so let's get into our Aquarius. Our beautiful air sign. Yes, the oldest air sign. Our wild rebel of the zodiac. The revolutionary of the zodiac. Yes, yes. All right, Spirit, let's clear these cards. Let's bring in the energy of Aquarius. Let's see what we have for them. Coming in for this Mercury retrograde energy. This would have definitely been a retrograde of healing, working on yourself, just working on taking better care of the body, getting a good check-in with your personal routines and habits, because Mercury would have been retrograde going into your universal sixth house of Virgo, Aquarius. So this was very much about healing, and it still is. Make sure to eat right, take good care of yourself, get enough sleep, drink enough water. All of those things are important during that one. Yes, balance, temperance comes in here. So Aquarius, this is really also about taking the difficulties of life, taking anything that's been challenging and integrating it into the whole and not letting it make you bitter or jaded. It's sort of like, you know what? Anything that was challenging is going to make me stronger. Anything that's worth having is worth waiting for. It's worth working for. It's worth the balance. It's worth the energy. This is about moderation too, so don't go to extremes right now. Don't overeat, don't take too much of a medication, etc. Just don't go to extremes, Aquarius. This is Sagittarius energy, so temperance always feels like a good luck energy to me. It always feels like things improving. Definitely doing self-work. It always feels like that to me. There's a little bit of that Virgo energy in the temperance card, even though it's a Sagittarius card. Jacqueline. Yeah, I know. Scorpios don't know what moderation is. They're like, what? Go big or go home. That's Taurus and Scorpio. That's Taurus and Scorpio for sure. But Aquarius, I give you that advice. Stay moderate on things right now during this time. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we've got for our Aquarians today. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, for being around them, for being around us. Appreciate your presence and your participation throughout all these readings. Oh, Aquarius. Aww. so right here in the center, Three of Swords, there is a lot of heartache, a lot of pain going on for some of my Aquarians out there. There's really been some heart healing that needs to happen. And we are going to do our little spiritual surgery on this card. We're going to sage this card for you to help clear and lighten some of that. You're the only sign so far that Three of Swords has come out. So, I know, look at that. Yes, Jacqueline's the first one. So we're gonna shake these swords. We're gonna say, out, 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 out of Aquarius' heart. We don't want it there. That's a shout out to one of our favorite Aquarius out there is Rama Mike. He is the one that inspired that Three of Swords little action there. He does that, and I picked that habit up. I was like, that's it. That's that's a great way. So Aquarius, take this as it resonates, because these situations can be different for everyone. But this Mercury retrograde was really difficult for some of you. Aw, Jacqueline, I know. Yeah, some of y'all have really been feeling it in the heart center. Really going through a challenge. Having some tears, having some grief, just feeling kind of that loneliness too. Aquarius really likes to be integrated into the whole of humanity. They really thrive on the mass consciousness, and these days the Aquarians, we can't gather like in big groups like we're used to because of the virus, right? So it's like I can see where that could be very hard on some Aquarians as well, because just feeling cut off from that it's challenging. And Queen of Wands is there. So you could feel cut off from someone or something that just, gives you that heart energy. This is very fiery. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So it makes you feel happy, all that kind of stuff. Some of you are really missing someone like that, or just missing that feeling. In the immediate past, we do have the Chariot card. So this is Cancer energy. That is where Mercury has been traveling in that sign. So to me, in the immediate past, it's like there is that need for movement. You would really like to get out and go and do something and see some new things, Aquarius. And you might feel kind of blocked because of that. You might feel kind of like there's somewhere I want to go. There's something I want to do. Someone I want to see, but I can't do it because, we're all stuck at home. That can be part of it, but I would also say that the beautiful thing about the Chariot is that it is about learning to master your own emotional state. It's like if you're having a lot of, look at the balance, the Sphinx, right, of wisdom, the symbol of wisdom and knowing, right? And it's that balance between the yin and the yang, the intensities, the extremes. So you're really balancing those emotional extremes, Aquarius. That's very important, what you've been going through with that retrograde. Yep, something's holding on in the heart center there, Aquarius, with that Four of Pentacles. Something's being held on to, whether it's a relationship, a job, a situation. It's like, you're thinking as well about your financial stability here too, at the same time that you're trying to moderate those emotions. So going into the future though, I do feel like this is going to change. This is going to shift. We go from the Three of Swords to the Three of Cups, which is much happier. It's a much happier energy. It's a much more celebratory feeling. So that energy of that Three of Swords is not going to last forever. Let people talk to you. Let people communicate with you. Don't cut yourself off entirely. Don't completely self-isolate. Because there are people there that do care, that will be there for you, absolutely. Yes, an Eight of Cups. So there's some kind of an emotional movement here. This is really understanding, what do you need to feel emotionally fulfilled? Do you need to travel to find that? Do you need to go out of yourself to find that? Do you need to leave the situation, or do you need to go the next step and keep moving on that emotional journey, Aquarius? So let's see what we've got. Yeah, because right now there's a Four of Cups. For a lot of my Aquarians right now, you may feel like there's something I'm missing out on. A lot of you, I don't really feel so much like this is a breakup as much as it is like you're really missing someone or something. You're missing somebody's energy and the fire and the life and the vitality and the fun that brings to you, you know, because it's like you feel like life is passing you by with this card right here. And yeah, there is. Look at that. Six of Swords. Same thing that, you know, Capricorn had. It's like you want to move forward. You want to move away from the troubled waters and go to that better place. So that's what I would really say, Aquarius. You're moving forward on something. You're learning how to balance with both Temperance and the Chariot. There's a real balancing of your emotional, you know, extremes, because sometimes it's like when it peaks up, it's like, whoa, it can feel totally overwhelming. Um, but yeah, Six of Swords with Eight of Cups, it's like there's definitely a movement forward. It's like you want emotional development. You don't want to argue anymore. You really want to have better communication, better conversation. So let's get an affirmation. Let's get a guardian or protector to come through with a message for my Aquarians. Oh, I love this one. Oh, this one came up in a few of the lunar spreads that I did. Paul the Venetian. He's an ascended master from the 1500s, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So, this is he was a artist, a creator, and so it's very much about bringing artistic creation to your world, and to that of others. It's like share that with others, express your love through the arts, through, you know, any kind of creative expression is going to be very, very helpful. And, you know, call on him because he'll help guide you. That's a beautiful energy. So let's get into the spirit animals. Let's get a spirit animal. I love it. Yay, one of my favorites, the spider spirit. Make your dreams real. So, Aquarius, oh, if you feel blocked, if you feel like you can't get to that place that you really want to be, take the steps that you're guided to take. But, you know, between these two, these are both very creative. These are both very creative energies because the spider is the weaver of the web, right? And there we have Paul the Venetian, who was a, you know, ascended master, who was an artist. So it's like that's a very artistic, creative kind of expression. So, you know, if you're missing someone or you just feel for them, draw them a picture, take a beautiful photograph, send it to them, write them a letter. Do something creative to connect because that is absolutely gorgeous energy. I love it. I love it. The spider is also a symbol of the infinity because they're shaped like an eight and they also have the eight legs. So, yes, very strong. I like it, Aquarius. Even though we had that Three of Swords, I think you're going to get through it. I really do. I think that's not going to stay there forever. So are we really on our last sign? Oh my goodness. We really come to the end of the list. We are on Pisces. Haha. Our Pisces friends out there, how are our fishies? I love my fishies because I am an honorary fishy. My sun sign is in the 12th house of Pisces. My Venus sign is in Pisces. I'm a progressed sun and moon in Pisces. I love the fishies. Let's go swimming. All right, so Pisces, let's go ahead and we're going to light up some sweetgrass. For all of you out there still watching, make sure you do give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't yet done so. Join the Dragon family. Woohoo! Because we do have a good time here. We do. We have a good time. All right, Pisces. So sun sign, Mercury retrograde in Cancer. How about that? So that is actually one of the nicer places that it can be for you. That puts that Venus, oh, it's not, sorry, Venus, Mercury retrograde, that puts that in that fifth universal house. Yeah. And that is quite nice. That's a quite nice energy for you. This is very much activating your love center, your heart center. your creative center, because that is the Leo house. So yet again, interesting enough, we talked about creative expression, but Pisces, definitely time for some creative expression for you. So let's see what we have for you in the cards. Let's see our major arcana that symbolizes your energy and what you've been working through with this particular Mercury retrograde. And you got the Temperance card too, Pisces. Check that out. Wow. Okay. So Sagittarius energy, a little bit of Virgo energy. I always feel that too with that angel. So this is about balance, Pisces. This is about what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Whatever you can integrate that's been difficult, do it. It's time for balance. It's time for healing. It's time for going to the next level of truth, wisdom, and awareness. Absolutely. Love that energy for you. So let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we've got. What's going past, present, and future with this Mercury retrograde and direct. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Aw, woo, Pisces. Now this is an interesting spread. Okay, so in the immediate present here, right now, what's up is the Lover's card. In Pisces, you do think about love a good bit. Venus is in Gemini. Gemini is the lover's energy. So right now, relationship dynamics are very much on your mind. Love agreements, love arrangements, decision making. I would say, Pisces, that, that, oh yeah, throughout late June, late May, and most of June, yeah. That one is still a little sticky. Yeah, I know. Gemini is all over the place. That's true. Um, yeah, the Lover's card brings all that energy up because, Venus being still in Gemini until the beginning of August is still very challenging for my Pisces out there because that Gemini energy does square your sun sign or whatever signs. I've been feeling it because my Venus sign, like I said, is in Pisces and it has been squared by Venus, and I'm like, you know what? I am counting down the days till Venus goes into Cancer and it starts to trine it instead. Oh my goodness. So definitely there's been a lot of things about love and relationships that have had to go through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of adjustments, a lot of thinking about it. Absolutely. Wow. Oh, hate to say I can relate. Hate to say I can relate to that. Look at that Three of Swords. Yep, there it came. There it came. Because something's achy breaky right now. Pisces, something's hurting in that heart center. So we're going to sage that card for you big time. We are going to do it. Do not let that hit my Pisces. We don't need it. I'm going to spray some sage, the water too, because that is your element. So we're getting that water and we're going to shake these out, 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 out of Pisces. Heart done. I felt that one. Actually, I did. I felt that. So yeah. So yeah, that Lover's card, Pisces. There's definitely, oh yeah. It's been a road, hasn't it? It's not been the easiest. So in the immediate past, though, we do have that Ten of Wands. There is that burdensome cycle coming to an end. So to me, something's already been wrapped up. Something's already been put away here. You've already unburdened something from your life, something from your everyday living, something that's really kind of depressed and repressed your life force, because that Ten of Wands is fire energy, right? So it's like, I feel that you've already identified this. Look at that. Page of Cups flipped right out. Flipped right out of that spread. So on top of this, you may be waiting for a little bit of an apology, Pisces. It could be that, because that Page of Cups, there's that little fish in the cup calling up and saying, hey, Pisces, what's going on? How are you feeling? Could have been somebody that came back from your past. Could have been for some of my Pisces. Yeah. So some of my Pisces could have been someone that came back in from the past. You know, because that retrograde energy always brings them up, doesn't it? And then you get to choose whether or not you want them to keep going with you after the retrograde's done. So going into the future, devil time, Capricorn energy. So Pisces, yet again, the lovers and the devil. You know, they're similar. They're similar. They sure do look it, right? Mm-hmm. So both of these are really, you know, these are when it comes to love, these are both soul connected cards. Are you going to have an easy time with them or are you going to have a tough time with them, right? Are you holding on to someone just because you are scared to let them go? Yeah, if they're not really good for you. Um, if it's a relationship that makes you feel chained, addicted, obsessed, troubled, bothered, bewildered, might not be the best thing to hold on to. But the devil also says there's some work to be done because he is Capricorn energy. There is some work to be done here, Pisces. And it's some closure. Ooh, you're kicking that devil out to the curb. Pisces, you're not putting up with that devil energy because look at the world card. She says, I am coming to the end of a cycle. It's a positive cycle. I am really wrapping up some old energies. I'm really coming into my own. I'm stepping off of that cycle of pain. Oh, what a powerful little read. Oh, yeah, look at that. Anybody that's been deceptive, Seven of Swords, anything about this deception, anything about this sneaking around, you're turning into a little shark. And I love the shark energy. I love my sharks. I've always loved sharks. So Pisces, sometimes it's time to be a little shark. Bite them and swim away. All right, so let's get into a affirmation card for you. Let's get into a guardian protector as you go through this cycle. This was big stuff here, Pisces. My goodness. If that love is turned into the devil, you're gonna move past it. You are gonna walk right on past it, and it's a positive one with that world card. The world card's very positive change, positive closure, and cycles ending. Oh, I love it. Ganesh, one of my very favorites. I love Ganesh. All about clearing away the obstacles, removing the blockages, the ultimate clearer. Infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. I love Ganesh. Oh my goodness, one of my very favorites. That is a wonderful card to pull as a last card for all these. Oh my goodness. So let's get into a spirit animal for my Pisces. Love it. Look at that. The Buffalo Spirit, Pisces. The abundant universe will provide. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. So anything that's being cleared away here, anything that you're stepping out of, these old heartaches that are coming to an end and passing away. Yeah, look at the abundance that's coming in around that on both sides. It's like when you close one door, it's like another door just opens right up for you. That's so beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. So guys, this was wonderful. I always have such a great time hanging out with you. Hopefully get to do more of these live streams as time goes by. I've had a lot of work, a lot of stuff going on, but whenever I have a chance to jump in and we've got something momentous happening in the astrological world. Always love to have a chance to come and be with you. So I think that we'll probably, either me or Jacqueline will probably be getting up with the timestamps on these for everybody that ends up watching these at a later date. And just signing off with a little bit more of these sonic vibrations. Um, like, subscribe, and share if you haven't yet, as always. And we will be seeing you very soon. Oh, y'all are so welcome. Love y'all so much. And we'll be back again soon. Yes. And also, I do take donations. I don't have the channel set up for Super Chat yet because I haven't chosen to monetize my videos yet. But yeah, if you want to leave a donation or anything, my little PayPal link is always going to be down in the description. So, yep. And that usually just goes back into buying more cards for the channel. That's where it usually goes. So, have a, yes, personal readings. I've already done one for Jacqueline, of course. My amazing Scorpio crew. Always grateful to have you here. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And I hope all of you have an amazing rest of your day, and that this Mercury direct is very kind to you. So I will see you all again very soon. And take care. Take care, everybody. Oh, I will. I will. I absolutely will. How do I turn this off? I'm still getting used to all this. I'm still getting used to all this. That just turns it around. Okay. You're welcome, Eric. Maybe if I turn it. Okay, rotate device back.